So as promised, day two of vlogging. I said yesterday that I wanted to talk about immigration, and I'm here at work in the port of Galveston. Let me show you. Hold on, if I can flip this camera. Well, I can't flip it. So there's a Disney cruise ship, the ship I'm about to tie up, and I got like 30 more minutes before I gotta get to work. And I wanted to talk today about immigration. I'm the son of an immigrant, or immigrants. My parents are from Mexico, and I don't know if I have a biased opinion on immigration, but I'll try not to keep it biased. I'm of the idea that we don't have true free will, that we never got to decide where our parents, we never got to decide where to be born, when to be born, what race to be born, or what sex, a whole lot of things. It was a decision that was not made, that we were able to make. It was made for us. And I always had this idea when it comes to immigration, it should be a human right, because what if I was born in North Korea or in India, and people would say, well, tough luck, man, you gotta live there for the rest of your life. And I'm like, because I didn't win the genetic lottery of being born in the United States or in a country that's really well off, I'm screwed. But what if you were born in that country? Would you just accept the law and say, you know what? Well, I guess I'm screwed for the rest of my life. I'll suffer. I don't think most people. I think most people will be hypocrites. Most people, if they were born in a really crappy situation, they would try to leave that situation. I know people who want to argue for immigrants to stay in their homeland, that they should fix the issues of their country. Like, poor people could actually make a difference. Like, a poor person could actually, in Mexico, stop the cartel and the government corruption, or even a poor person in the United States. How much influence do you really have in politics? Where in the world do poor people could they actually make a difference in their homeland? I don't really know of any country right now where a poor person has any really real power. So to tell poor people, oh, well, just stay in your home country and fix your issues, that's not going to happen. And if it's a life or death issue, people are going to try to survive. If I'm in a country that's going through civil war, bombs are dropping, I'm not staying there. I'm leaving. I'm packing my bags and I'm leaving. I'm going to the safest place that I can take my family. And it's frustrating that people can't comprehend that. I'm sorry I don't have a mount. That's I'll probably get one on Friday when I get paid. And a selfie stick. But it's frustrating that people can't comprehend. Look, I want the best for myself and my family, and the laws are outdated. It used to be you can move anywhere you wanted to. If you don't like it in Europe, pilgrims packed their bags and left. You just go find new territory. It's this world is a big planet. We should have a right to go to any nation that we want to. And people are like, well, then you have people breaking laws and this and that. Well, you can't punish somebody until after the fact. You can't say, well, they might break the law, they might become a criminal. Well, that's true of every person on this planet. Every person might become a criminal. Should we put everyone in jail then? So I haven't really heard of a good reason for the current immigration laws. And there might be one, but I just haven't heard it. I always like to relate immigration to slavery. If you were born a slave in America in the let's say early 1800s, you were born a slave, and they told you The law is the law. You have to be a slave. Sorry, Johnny, or whatever your name is. Sorry, you're a slave. Would you just say, all right, well, I mean, it is the law. I don't want to break the law. I don't want to be a criminal. I guess I'll just pick cotton and do what my master says. Or would you say, first night, I'm leaving. I'm gonna run to a free state. I'm gonna be a free man because I don't want this. I don't want to be a slave. You know, some people are just all about following the law, even if the law is BS. That's not me. And that's not a whole lot of other people. If that's you, more power to you. If you just want to follow whatever the law is, even if it's unjust, because the laws aren't always right. They change all the time, as history has shown. Because they're made by people in power, to keep people oppressed, and so over time, they change. So current laws, who's to say that they're correct? So these are my thoughts on immigration. I always had this issue, and I don't see people bringing this up of that people didn't get to decide where they were born at. We just go with it, and it's like be sympathetic or empathetic, and be like, well, what if I was born in Afghanistan or Palestine or somewhere? It's like I wouldn't really like that much, I would try to bounce ASAP. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, why should we have to suffer for something that was out of our control? So my question to you is, again, what would you do in this situation? You were born in a country that it's a threat to your life. Either because you're a woman, and in that country they have right. You don't really have certain rights, or you're born in the lower class, and or maybe you're a different race and you have less rights, or you just have a dictatorship government. What would you do in that situation? What's your current mindset? Would you just stay and say screw it, or leave? I really want to hear people's comments on this. I know, like I said, I already said what I would do. So that is the question for today, and maybe I'll talk more about this topic. But I know most people move. Everyone has moved at least once in their life. Unless you were born in the same household and you never left, we move all the time. I mean, I've like I said, I'm currently in Galveston. I was born here, but I moved all over the world for work. Because sometimes work isn't here, so I have to go somewhere else. And it's a thing, we go, we have to learn to adapt as human beings. That's how we were able to survive. If we were just to stay in one area, we would have fucking died a long time ago. So that's it. I'll try to make another video. I'll try to make these videos dailies. I don't know what tomorrow's topic will be. I'll figure something out, and I'll get a selfie stick hopefully on Friday on payday. All right, now that I'm done with the video, I just want to show you like my job. I'm gonna take a step out here and show you what I do on a daily basis. So, like I said, I work here in the port of Galveston. There's a Disney cruise right behind me, and I'm tying this. That's the ship I'm gonna be working on in a little bit. This is a Disney cruise ship. It's my coworker over there in that white truck. Yeah, so I do this every day, 24/7 on call. Yeah, so till tomorrow then.